It's the Daily Doug.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. Thanks for being with me today. My friends, it's a Monday.
All right, I'm doing another reaction to reactions. And this time I'm doing a reaction to Doug Helvering, who is a PhD in classical composition. Looks like the University of Kansas at some point. What is he doing? Let's see.
It's the start of a new week, and I think I have y'all covered with another Metal Monday.
I got y'all covered with another Metal Monday. All right. Now let's just check out some of them cool LPs on the wall there. Hey, I see Abbey Road. I see, yes. Dark Side of the Moon's there. Oh yeah, get that one into you. We also got the immortal classic Live in Japan. All right. How cool is that?
Though I think we may need to call this one a hard rock Monday. Either way, I'm pumped because we're going back to music from Van Halen, and I'm happy that you're joining me. Last year, I heard Eruption, and you really got me from the middle of side one.
Seriously, bro? Only last year you heard those two. Fuck, what were you doing, Doug?
One of their self-titled debut album, and today I'm going to go back and hear the rest of side one. We're going to hear Running with the Devil, Ain't Talking About Love, and I'm the One. Now,
let me just say, I was around when this Stone Cold Classics, they came out, and my mind was blown the first time I heard Eruption and Ain't Talking About Love. You know, it's as good as heavy metal or hard rock gets. You know, I remember I was in a drinking competition back at the time, and we drank the whiskey, we drank all the beer, and we had to go to the bottle shop to get more whiskey. We ended up getting us a cardboard carton of wine, 4 litres of red, and taken that back and drank it until I passed out, so I lost. But drove into the bottle shop, drunk as a skunk, blasting Ain't Talking About Love, just blasting it out of my Combi's cassette stereo player that was in a dash. Man, I remember that. I didn't remember too much after that, but man, totally illegal, driving nearly blind drunk. Anyway, what a great song. Let's go.
I'm pretty sure that I know or I've heard Running with the Devil, because when I hear those words, I get sounds that, I think I remember what that sounds like. But when I read the other titles, Ain't Talking About Love and I'm the One, I don't get any sounds that come to mind. I may have heard them, but I won't know until I actually do hear them. So as we recall, this is their first album, their self-titled debut album. It was released in February of 1978. So that means this month it's celebrating its 46th anniversary. Wow. And it's regarded as one of the great debut albums in rock and roll history. The band was just getting started at that time.
I would have heard it
and
first
bassist Michael
in
Anthony recalls that
1980.
they did not have a ton of songs that they knew as they went into the studio, so they just brought in their live show and laid it down. And as a result, the whole album only took a few weeks to record. That seems magical to me that all of this got down in just a few weeks. So let's dive in and see what it sounds like, shall we?
Let's go.
David Lee Roth is on vocals.
Let's go, Doug.
Eddie Van Halen is on guitar and backing vocals. Michael Anthony is on bass and backing vocals. And Alex
it's the
Van
classic
Halen is
lineup
on the drums. For today, y'all, I'm going to be working with the 2015 remastered version of this classic.
Don't do that.
Album.
Remastered
And, we're gonna
versions
start with
suck
Running with the
donkey
Devil, so
balls.
let's get it.
Honestly,
Off
don't remaster the classics.
I read about this. They're car horns.
It's not a car horn. Doesn't sound like it at all.
They manipulated the sound of their car horns in that intro. That's cool.
Really? Find it hard to believe. I suppose I could check it up. Look, straight away you get the magical, immortal sound of Eddie Van Halen's guitar.
It's a major key. How about that? E flat major.
You spotted it?
Went to the 4. All I've got, I had to steal. Love the heaviness.
Yeah. Classic hard rock / heavy metal, perhaps.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
A little bit of harmony there.
Meanwhile, Dave is going crazy in the background.
Dave, I think he's in the foreground.
Suspended chord that they land on there. Back for the verse. Just think about putting this on. It's like, who's this new
I
band,
don't
Van
think
Halen?
this is a
the
major
first song
key,
they recorded.
Doug.
Right.
I'd have to check. Are you really a drummer, Doug? I doubt it.
It's got a heavy, slower sound to it, but it's... Yeah. Down by the step.
Yeah, it's
back.
like
That's
he
the flat.
pioneered that
That's
sound.
flat.
Pioneered that sound with his delay, with a tape delay.
That's flat 7. Going back to major 1. Then we're back to 4 for the verse. Got nobody waiting at home. The simple life isn't so simple. So they're just trying to
The
figure it
lyrics
out.
are unexceptional.
Running with temptation, maybe, in your
Unexceptional.
life. Back up.
Even Eddie's rhythm playing's got lead stuff in it. Yeah, I can tell you're into it,
The
Doug.
background vocals really make the chorus. And they finish it
And
right
then we
out.
go
And that's
into
going to go
Eruption.
into Eruption,
Right.
right? But we're skipping over that this time. Although
yeah,
I really do.
sad, but
I should have just done the whole side, shouldn't I?
should have done the whole
Well,
side. It's a
I'm going to
great-
go ahead with my
great
my,
transition.
my original thought, and we're going to skip to "Ain't Talking About Love."
Although,
now this
trouble
is
with
a-
Eruption
this
is
one
it's
that,
broken in
Megan
half.
tells
It's
me,
done in
"You've
2
heard
takes.
It. You've heard it, Doug, and that's happened before. And half the time she's been right, or I've recognized something, or I haven't. So we'll see with this one. This is the 4th single from the album, and it's one that Eddie wrote, but he held back from his bandmates for a while because he wasn't sure if they were going to like it. And now that they actually put it on the album, it's been called their heaviest track. And it's one that
Could call it
only
their
a
best
few.
track.
It's one of only a few
I
songs
suppose
that
this is
Sammy
the heaviest,
Hagar
probably.
sang once
Maybe.
Sammy joined the band later on. One of these few David Lee Roth era songs that Sammy ended up singing once he joined the band as frontman. That's interesting as well. And I read that the guitar solo in this is overdubbed with an electric sitar. So let's figure this out and see what it is all about. It's Ain't Talking About Love
All
from
right,
Van
Doug,
Halen.
check it out.
Here we go.
Their best song. This riff, fucking magic.
I know that riff. How could I not? That's G sharp.
You hear the delay.
Mi, re, do. Yeah, I know this riff. Alex is so sturdy back there on the drums.
Yeah, it's just great drumming,
Our drummer.
great guitar, solid bass. David Lee Roth, one of the all-time great frontmen, great rock voice.
Semi-good looking.
That's right. Unlike you, Doug. Sorry, mate.
With their background, their backing vocals again in the chorus, really makes it. And then Dave's able to answer.
Twin leads, at least.
Hear the sitar. Nice. It's got a little bit more of a slide between the notes than you're accustomed to.
Yeah, it probably doesn't make that much difference.
I've been to the edge. There I stood and looked down. You know I lost a lot of friends
Soft,
there,
yeah.
baby.
Well picked,
Got no
Doug.
time to mess around.
Very clever to see that.
Doing the same stuff, the same basic riff.
Boy, baby.
Same basic.
Listen to the harmonics.
You got to be, baby. Got to be, baby. Ain't talking about love. The love is running to the
I think you could work on your air drumming a bit.
talking about love.
Love it.
Just like I told you before.
Maybe try and copy a real drummer.
Ain't talking about love.
Not even what he was doing.
Don't wanna talk about love. Don't even talk about love.
They're doing
At least
that
you
the
get in
whole
the bass
song.
line.
It's a G sharp minor chord down to F sharp. Hear the sitar?
I don't hear the sitar, but maybe it's there. I hear twin
Our
leads.
solo's too short. Needs to be at least twice as long.
Yeah, you should have been the producer, Doug. Yeah, it's not really a
Get
guitar
that
solo.
lick, you can play this
song.
song, y'all. Simple tune. Maybe that's why Eddie didn't show it to the rest of the folks.
To be fair, most of their tunes are pretty simple. I mean, You Really Got Me, for example.
At the end. Whew. Turns out I knew that one after all.
Good on you,
Well,
Doug.
I knew the riff, but I didn't know any of the words or what it was called. So it's finally nice to make my acquaintance officially with that song. Ain't Talking About Love.
It's a great one.
Great riff. A simple tune. Really only a couple of chords. But boy, they rocked it out, didn't they?
Well,
okay,
it's
one
rock
more.
music,
and
you
we've
don't
got,
need a
all
lot
the
of
songs
chords.
on this side one. Listen to. This one is called I'm the One. And this one, to me, I didn't find much information on it. It was not a single release, just a song from the album. But this one reads to me like a classic rock song about the power of music to move people and get people up off their feet and make them groove along with you. So Let's hear it, y'all. Apparently, also, there is another very special solo from Eddie in this one. How many special solos can he do in one side of music? I don't know, but that's what I read. Let's hear
5.
it. The last song on side
I'd
1
say.
from Van Halen's
Maybe 6.
self-titled debut album, I'm the One. Here we go.
Another great riff.
Big riff.
Go on, do some air guitars, Doug.
I remember
Done the air
last
drums.
song. That's an A flat or G sharp.
They must be detuning the guitar. Taking a leaf out of Tony Iommi's book. Hitting those thumb harmonics, but I guess you're not a guitarist, Doug.
Look, shuffle.
Still think you're a drummer.
Don't you know it means the same to me? Honey, I'm the one you love. Come on, baby, show
I got an idea. Why don't you do some air piano?
I see it going fills this room.
I mean, air piano could work for
I
you.
see it growing out of you. Hear your message from above.
Cool, decent acrobatics.
Shout. Come on and show your love. Ah, yeah.
Listen to Michael on the bass.
Show your love, babe. Ah, yeah.
This is cool.
Wonder who did the harmonies. Ah, it's the famous harmonics, the tap harmonics, very famous. He pioneered that.
Somebody
Wait for the
hurt
beat.
Dave. He is screaming out in pain. Must have hurt.
Look at all these
Stub his toe.
taking care of the
It's
music.
the wrong time to stub your toe when you're recording.
Just take good care of me.
Yeah, probably.
I'm the one you love. Come on, baby, show your love. Give it
I mean, if your main instrument's the piano, do some air piano.
Yeah.
I see it rolling out.
That's almost air piano. It's more like air theremin.
I'm telling you. Show your
Flat 6, flat 7.
Show your love, babe.
What a great singer he
I don't know
was.
if this would work too well after the Me Too movement. But they're looking for her to show her name some love, right?
Show your love, babe. You know you want it. You know you want it, baby. Got the doo-wops down. Nice. He loves it. Good on you, Doug. You wouldn't have thought doo-wops would fit
Chromatics.
with some hard rock like that.
Flat 6, flat
Fucking
7.
Show it.
Dave's excited about it.
Super low, tremolo bar, and then the high tremolo bar. Fantastic.
You know, it comes full circle because that ends in E flat, and we started off in E flat, didn't we?
Awesome.
It's a
E-flat,
musically
great key.
cohesive
But of course,
side
if you
of music
detune your guitar a half
historic
step, you'll always be
Side
an
of
E-flat.
music. I can't even
you don't
begin
play
to fathom
guitar,
what it would
so
have
you
been
don't
like. You're like
realise
sitting
that.
there back in the day going, oh, Van Halen, I'll put these guys on.
Just like your
Holy
specs.
crap, where did these guys come from? You know, that's the thing that
Was
strikes
it
me
Los
the most
Angeles?
after hearing all of that, y'all.
Y'all.
Just how historic that is and how great it
Yeah,
is.
it's awesome.
You know, on this side of music, we've got 3 of the band's 4 first singles. We've got one of the greatest guitar solos in the history of the genre, and we didn't even listen to it on this episode. That's Eruption, right?
Good on you.
The other solos are all unbelievable. We've got harmonics, we've got tapping going. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah, you did
Dave's
notice.
singing really well. Michael
Yeah,
is just
really well.
just ripping it up on the bass, and Alex is back there hitting the ever-loving crap out of those drums.
I think
You
he
know?
was well in control.
The thing that strikes me is that this somehow sounds new. They, of course, are part of,
How could
you know,
that be?
hundreds of years. If you think about like the big picture of a music continuum that develops musical styles, musical ideas, ways to now record, amplify, all this sort of stuff. You got
Hundreds
offshoots
of years of
jazz
music.
and blues and folk and,
Well,
and now
everyone
rock and
is
roll and
in
everything else.
Hundreds of years of
And
music.
they are the product of
We're all the
of that
product.
musical development and
Even you're the
artistic
product.
development over the years. But their sound transcends that continuum to me. It transcends their musical forefathers and somehow sounds completely new, to the point where
Hang on. What are you saying here, Doug? You're saying that Van Halen transcend Beethoven and Louis Armstrong and Frederick Chopin and Peter, Paul and Mary and the Beatles. Transcends them all. Well, I mean, it's an offshoot, perhaps. An offshoot because they are one of the early exponents of the hard rock, you know, the big distorted guitar and the use of delays and, you know, it's almost heavy metal. So, you know, it's a new era at the time, perhaps. I mean, there's other bands around. I mean, you've got Deep Purple right there, and they're hard rock. So, transcends, I don't think transcends is the right word. I think they're just part of an offshoot that was new and fresh and wonderful at the time. That's still wonderful, but it's not new, not 40 years plus later. So we're 44 years now. It's not new.
they establish their own sound that then other bands and bands that follow attempt to now emulate. So they become leaders in this style, real
Eddie particularly was a
trailblazers.
guitar leader.
And it
very
holds up, y'all.
influential.
Like I said at the beginning, this album this month is celebrating its 46th anniversary.
46 years.
And
not new.
it still rocks my socks off. Y'all.
Oh, good.
It's really, really
Yeah,
wonderful.
it's a great
And I
album.
can't wait to get to side 2 and finish up this classic album. But I think I'm going to stop for
Yeah,
today
the
and call
Atomic
it a
Punk's
day
pretty
with these
damn
3
good.
songs. It still holds up, y'all. It still hits really hard. I
Well, it always
absolutely
will.
love these guys. I wish I could have seen them back in the day in concert, but I was just a wee lad back then. We
lad.
have heard the rest of side 1 of Van Halen's classic self-titled debut album. We've heard Running with the Devil, Ain't Talking About Love, and I'm the One. Pretty great.
Pretty great, yeah. Well, that'll do for the day. It's a hot day here in Portland, Vic, so that's why I've got no shirt on. All the best, y'all.